not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on.
It is I, it is he, it is me, PWD, Tepelkuin, and the place to be. Hail, Fandom Menace. It is I, the Fandom Menace, People's Champ, here with you to discuss some rumors in an article from Bounding into Comics yesterday. Mr. John F. Trent, a new rumor, claims the top priority at Disney is to remove SJW employees. More behind this cause I could not be. Now, let's go through this article, and of course, I'll give you my opinions. All right, so let's break into this article. A new rumor claims the top priority at Disney will affect Marvel and Star Wars to remove SJW employees, as the top executives have realized that go woke, go broke is not just a slogan. The rumor comes from YouTuber overlord Doomcock, who prefaces his information saying, "I have heard the following information. You've heard this entire spiel. I don't need to read it. Let's break on." Of course, couple dashes of salt is what you want to take the rumors with, because at this point they're only rumors. Yada yada yada.
What a story, Mark.
Doomcock then gets into the thick of the rumor after, of course, his disclaimer. According to a source who has been reliable in the past, the shit is about to hit the fan at Disney. I'm being told that Disney getting the SJWs out is priority one, which would be advantageous for their shareholders, I am sure.
Social justice, 1, 2, 3. I wanna be PC. It's just the way to be for me and you. Your hateful slurs are through.
He continues, mandated by the sudden realization that cliches are cliches for a reason, and a new understanding at the highest level that get woke, go broke is no longer just a slogan. He then adds, yes, you heard me right. As incredible as it sounds, my source boldly claims that Disney is now only concerned with one thing: profitability.
Because that's what heroes do.
The proclamation is about to be sent out from on high to every corner of the Enchanted Kingdom. Disney is a for-profit business moving forward, and from here on out, the customer comes first. The woke part is over because the mouse has awakened with a terrible hangover, and it is a new day at Disney, he states. Speaking of woke, there's McQueen. Where's my troll at? That little bitch will show up here somewhere during the video.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Doomcock then details that Disney employees and anyone on their payroll will begin treating their fans with respect. Hashtag without respect, we reject. He states, my source tells me that a huge policy changes are about to be made at Disney. Bad-mouthing fans, no matter what they say or what side they are on, will no longer be tolerated. Imagine that. Paying customers allowed to voice their either pleasure or displeasure with a product that they've spent their own money on. This is what we've been saying from the very beginning. I spend my money on something. I can call it a piece of shit if I want to, or I can say, wow, that was money well spent. Because as a paying customer, that's my right. I can do that. What employees at Disney can't do is go on Twitter and say, stupid incel neckbeard man babies didn't like The Last Jedi because they're racist, sexist, bigot, homophobes. No, we didn't like it because it was a shitty first draft script made by a hack director who has no talent or knowledge of Star Wars. And I liked Knives Out, by the way, and it wasn't woke. That'll see right there. That'll sound the dog whistle. Later, Doomcock continues, I have been told explicitly that even someone like Brie Larson will no longer be able to work at Disney if she takes shots at fans. That I find a little bit harder to believe. I mean, would anybody really complain if the Breetards weren't around anymore? The Breetards, the breeders, whatever we call her, sycophant. Yeah, nobody wants to see that flat pancake ass bitch. Whoops, did I just say that out loud? Damn. Later, he adds, the slack attitude and tacit support implied by silence that emboldened these woke wonders to hijack corporate message and subvert corporate profits is no more. I'm sure the shareholders will thank Iger and Chapek for that. Doomcock then claims that this will also mean changes to how they treat their characters, like Luke Skywalker and Nick Fury. He explains, the Lucasfilm story group will no longer be empowered to humiliate Luke Skywalker and strike a blow against the patriarchy. No more will Nick Fury be humiliated by having a pet cat take his eye out. That was ridiculous, and it undermined what one of the best movies in the MCU, Winter Soldier, set up. Nick Fury's a badass character. He states, "Get woke, go broke" is a phrase that resonates with Disney, and positive changes are on the way if this leak is true. As for why this policy change will be implemented, Doomcock states, his source told him that the economic realities of 2020, coupled with the decline in returns of properties like Star Wars, have combined to sober executives up. They realize that fans have been driven away from their precious franchises in droves by identity politics. What has the fandom menace been saying? You like that? I can clap back too. As annoying as that is, I hope some SJW out there's ears are ringing right now for me giving a clap back. Because that's how ridiculous you look when you do dumb shit like that. It was ridiculous, wasn't it? I did it to make a point, see? He continues, now is the time to get back to business. Time to remember the old adage, the customer is always right. The investors and executives are now trying to repair the damage that has been done. Speaking of damage that's been done, the High Republic, trash. He adds, they realize in allowing these woke elements to hijack their projects, a tremendous amount of damage has been done to their precious brands, and they cannot allow this to continue. Doomcock then sums up the information he obtained from his source by saying, the new policy moving forward is one of fan support and acceptance. Disney is a for-profit company, and no one who works for Disney will be allowed to insult or antagonize fans, and it is about time. Doomcock is skeptical of the rumor himself. On the one hand, it seems too good to be true, and when that happens, I tend to discount the information being something of a cynic. That said, I've been hearing this for weeks now, and as I review the logic of it, it makes sense in the context of 2020. He concludes the video saying, all I can say is this. I think the law of averages supports this possibility. 2020 has been the year from hell, and we are about ready for some good news. On Twitter, he added, my feeling is Disney remains committed to the woke principles, but if this rumor is true, they are no longer going to prioritize agenda over profit and are not going to allow employees to attack and insult fans. I think that's the takeaway, but only time will tell if this is true. If this rumor is true, if there is truth to this, moving forward, Star Wars will be in a much better place. The MCU will be in a much better place. A lot of the fans have jumped ship from the MCU because they don't want to see it turn into the MCU. And that's not to say that we don't like or love these female characters, but nobody wants to hear Tessa Thompson come out and say,
I want to see work that really looks like the world in which we live. So there are lots of people of color. Look around. And it's also really exciting, not just what we put on screen, but also to work inside of productions that are inclusive. Like, I don't want to show up on set and just see a bunch of white people, no offense. And I don't want to work in the company of a bunch of men, no offense. You know, I want to show up on set and have it look like the world that I walk around in every day.
I don't want to walk onto a set and just work with a bunch of white people. No offense. I don't want to walk into a set and be with a bunch of just like white dudes. No offense, okay? Oh. Tessa Thompson is a D-list actor. Okay? If it wasn't for Marvel, she would be irrelevant. What was she in? Westworld? Overall, my take on this situation is this is probably a rumor. It's probably conjecture. I'm gonna get attacked when I post this on Facebook by the people in the Fandom Menace who truly are the ones that the SJWs talk about. They use that Fandom Menace banner to hide behind. And I say that being Fandom Menace through and through because I've encountered them. I've encountered actual racists within the Fandom Menace. I've encountered actual misogynists within the Fandom Menace because they're there. That does not represent the group as a whole because there are a lot of good people in the Fandom Menace. People who just want to be entertained. People like me who just make content and we call out bullshit when we see it. Okay? So, painting with a broad brush is never good. Except if you're talking about SJWs because, well, they don't add anything to anything. They add nothing. And when I see one of these people misrepresenting the Fandom Menace, this is what it does to me.
You out of your goddamn mind. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
We don't want to be called racist, sexist, bigot, man, baby, neckbeard, incel trolls. We want to be entertained. So, with that being said, if you are Fandom Menace, truly Fandom Menace, you're an accepting person of other people's views. You will listen to what other people say. You won't disregard their opinions because they're either one of the two genders, a man or a woman. You won't discount their opinion simply because of their ethnicity or their religion. You'll sit there and you'll listen and you'll have a discussion with them about why they're wrong, and you'll use facts. You can yell a little bit, you know, it happens. We're all going to get heated. I did during this video. But in all honesty, all I want is to be entertained without being preached to. If I want to get preached to, I'll go to mass. I'll go to the synagogue. I'll go. I'm a minister. I'll preach to myself if I want to. But the thing is, I just want to be entertained if I'm watching Star Wars. I want to be entertained if I'm watching Marvel. You know, I don't want to see bullshit. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of this rumor? Do you think it has any validity, or do you think it's just more conjecture? I'll leave it in your hands. And first, foremost, he'll probably never see this, but congratulations to Doomcock on 200,000 subscribers. My hat is off to you, sir. Congratulations. With that being said, ladies and gents, we'll take this thing home. I am Itepelkuin of the Place to Be Reviews. I have been here with all of yous. And if I don't see you, you have yourselves a great day. And, as always, a pleasant tomorrow.